Doing the work sessions part here?
We're gonna start with the, we're not gonna do a work session.
Oh, no. Not yourself.
Sorry. I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. All right, we don't have any public comment today, so it is, let's see, I'll have Leanne take the roll.
Nick is not here, Jake is not here, Matt. I'm here, Christine
Here,
and Pam.
here. Okay. Let the minutes show that a quorum is present. The agenda is before you. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? I'll second. Right. So the question is in approval of the agenda. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The agenda has been approved. First order of business is to review and approve the minutes from the May 8th work session. If you got a chance to review the minutes ahead of time, great. Any questions? All right. So the question is on the approval of the minutes from the May work session, May 8th work session. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The May 8th work session minutes have been approved. The next order of business is to approve the minutes from the May 8th regular meeting. Anything that people saw? Okay, so the question is on the approval. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Great, the ayes have it. The minutes from the May 8th regular meeting have been approved. We'll move into committee reports with governance.
I don't have anything new to report. I just wanted to talk about, remember Matt will be resigning, so we need to talk about a new member coming on board.
Yes, and I know that Lisa and Megan have had some conversations. I've had a conversation, so we should be good, I imagine, for the August meeting. So this will be your last meeting, and we just want to say thank you for everything. It's been really fun to work with you as well and stay in touch.
Yeah.
All right, great. So next order of business is the financial report.
Yes, so we did meet as a finance committee meeting this month. We went over the reports in detail. I do have some highlights for you. As far as the revenue, we've received in 85% of our anticipated revenue. The remaining portion should be received now in June and July. As far as our expenditure report, we're right on track. All of our reimbursement funds have been fully expended for and reimbursed, with the exception of the IDOE fund, just due to MOE compliance requirements. And then as far as budget, if you're looking at your reports, you'll notice that we're projecting about 187,000. However, once we close some of those hourly instructional positions and close some of the purchase orders, we are in line to meet our 345,000 in carryover for our projected budget for FY26. So we're right on track. Pam, can you confirm if you reviewed the bank?
I did review the bank statement. Everything was great.
Perfect. And well, how much was the budget that you projected?
For carryover, 345,000. As far as our budget submission last month, everything was approved. We're right on track. We had no issues. As far as budget, no changes were necessary. We do have 3 bars for your approval this month. There's going to be bar number 23D. This is a decrease bar for your Title II funds in the amount of $3,514. So PD sent us an award notice adjusting our carryover and actual budget for FY25 now here in May. So we're looking at a decrease. So we decreased our line for professional development for teachers and administrative staff. Again, these notices are really right at the end of the fiscal year, which is challenging.
Yeah.
As you know, we did already extend most of our funds. Right. So now we're gonna have to do journal entries and cut checks back to PD for the amount that they over reimbursed us. So just process for now. Next is bar number 25I. This is an increase bar to your SB9 state match. It is for a total of $25,242.88. We received an award carryover, or an award notice. And we're gonna use all of that just for supply assets since we're limited to what we can actually use the funds for since we don't own our facility. Next is gonna be bar number 26I. This is an increased bar to your universal free lunch. This is the state contributions for our lunch program. It's for a total of $12,000. This is for additional revenue we're gonna receive over what we had budgeted. And it'll just go towards our food costs. Any questions on any of the bars or the financial reports? Other than that, we're just gonna be looking to close out the books and open them up for the next fiscal year, so. It's a busy time of year, but we're doing well.
Any questions before we vote? All right, great. So the question is on the approval of the 3 bars. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The bars have been approved.
The next piece is gonna be for me and the co-directors to submit bars on your behalf due to PD bar deadlines, since our next meeting will not happen until the deadline is already occurred. But we will report back all the bars that we did submit to you at the next meeting.
We've done this in the past. This is
Yes.
normal business. Okay, great. So, any questions about that before we go? All right, so the question is on the approval for Ashley and the school directors to be able to submit bars. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The approval for the budget adjustment request has been approved. All right, next up is the IDEAB application.
Yes, so each year we come to you and have this approved, just because it is a requirement for the fund. We are awarded $39,370 in IDEAB funds. We're gonna use this for the same cost we use it each year, and that's gonna be for special education teacher salary and benefits. And then there's also $190 that we'll use for supplies.
All right, all those in favor of the IDEAB application, say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The IDEAB application has been approved. All right, next up is a vote on the approval for the furniture disposal resolution.
So we have we've decided to use some of our HB 33 and SB9 funds that are accumulating in the school's bank account to refurbish some of the classrooms and purchase additional furniture, replace some of the other furniture. So we're like purchased in 2018 that we're gonna just refresh. And so we are going to donate, the other would like to donate the furniture that we're gonna replace to a school that's starting. And so Equip Academy of New Mexico, I think it's the full name. They're opening in the fall, so we're going to donate some of our furniture to them. And so in order to do that, we're inventorying all of it. It's tables and chairs, big round tables like this, and then wobbly stools, and then chairs like this that we've it's backpack racks, because we're gonna put hooks. So we won't need those anymore. But so we're gonna donate those to Equip, and then in about 30 days, once you all approve this, and so actually drafted the resolution so that we can make sure we're complying with the furniture disposal process.
Yes, and we'll send this to the state auditor's office once you guys have approved it for their verification, and if we don't hear anything back from them, then we will continue the process and actually dispose of that.
How long do you have to wait to hear back?
So 30 days.
Okay, great. Any questions?
Do we have to sign the form?
Yes, so our board chair and secretary will need to sign it. our treasurer.
President and secretary.
Vote first.
Brokers and then.
All right, so all those in favor of donating the used equipment to equip charter schools, say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The furniture distribution has been approved. Today's the 12th, right?
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Where's the school?
They
they have a
facility, they do have a building, it's on Renaissance, near that same club in that Target, it used to be at like the St. Francis. It's like it's in the college, but it's called, I don't know. I don't know, it's like.
You mean like by
hiking.
Sam's Club and Costco?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that like industrial
yeah.
park in the back.
Oh, that's a good location.
Yeah, so
Nice and central.
What grade level?
they're starting K1. I don't know if they're chartered K5 or K8.
And then I just want to add that since this is valued at less than 5,000, that's why it's only taking us 30 days to go.
Got it. All right, next up is a vote on the Albert Sanchez transportation contract.
So we are gonna renew, pending this approval, we'll renew our bus services with Albert Sanchez for next year. We are still in the process of reacquiring our bus from Herrera, but we will be able to share a bus and then hopefully get a new bus on loan from PED in the fall to we've talked with Albert about
Are they
that.
still gonna be doing the, like, is it still gonna be where they have to drop them off later? That's done.
We're hoping not, but it does, and I could talk about it a little bit in the closed session because it relates a little bit.
Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. There. Okay, so did people have a chance to look at the contract? Great. All those in favor of approving the Sanchez Bus Company contract, say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it, the contract has been approved.
And then I'll have the copy downstairs for you to sign before you leave.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, next up is a vote on the school lottery admissions and enrollment policy revision.
So we, in going through our processes and our registration, we just wanted to update this policy to include that if a non-parent is enrolling a child, they have to show some form of guardianship documentation. We just want to codify that, and it's in line, this is in line with UPS and Rio Rancho and other schools. So we added the provision that, a student birth certificate is used to confirm age, identity, and guardianship, to ensure accuracy of record keeping and enrollment. And then we added, when enrolling a child, a non-parent may need to provide documentation along with the child's birth certificate. Parental consent, so if a parent has given custody to a grandparent, they can send in a notarized letter saying that it's okay for them to enroll the child in school, or like a court document stating legal guardianship. Yeah, because we don't want to be in a position where a child is enrolled without the proper consent. So that's what we just want to add.
All right, great. Any questions on that one? All right, so the question is on the approval of the new provision regarding registration paperwork. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right, the ayes have it. The provision has been approved. All right, next up is a vote on the school-sponsored versus non-school sponsored activity policy.
So this is a policy that we've been, following, but we don't have codified, and so we want to make sure we codified this and also are able to make it clear to people who are asking, just to limit some of our liability in certain activities that are taking place with folks affiliated with the school, but not in a school sanctioned area. And so we just want to make sure we have this So that it's not just Lisa and I making decisions, it's actually, what we're following our policy.
So is that for things like the ice cream social and
Yeah.
other things like that?
Yeah, and so, if a group were to want to start a PTA, for example, we would also be able to have this as a separating marker. So with the ice cream social, the parents organizing it asked us to share the information about the social with everybody. And while we would love to do that to support and encourage community, we also know if we're putting a kid out there, then we're sanctioning the event, and then we're liable for something that we don't have control over. And so that was part of wanting to make sure we were clear about what we can.
Is there an avenue that parents have to let folks know that other than through you guys?
So they do, they're each, and we've talked to several parents about, they started a school-wide group meet for parents, and so they can add.
So they have that opportunity to spread the word.
And then for she is a rising second grader and also a new kindergartner. She came to us and said, we really want to figure out a way to have our new kindergarten parents be involved and not feel like they don't know anybody and so she put together a QR code and a form for new parents to share their information with her and, consent to what they're willing to have shared with others and put in a group chat or a group message. So we're working on that, but that's also part of this is that's separate from the school. That's not necessarily a school sanctioned thing. She's organizing it. So we're trying to navigate this in a way that protects the school, but also doesn't inhibit parents being able to do that.
Makes sense.
But yeah, each grade level has had a group of parents who've been able to gather all that information, because we don't share parent information with other parents.
Great. Any questions before we vote? All right, so the question is on the approval of the new school sponsored versus non-school sponsored activity policy. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, the ayes have it. This has been approved. Next up is Equity Council report.
There's not an Equity Council report from the last meeting that we had in April or May.
Yeah.
But we'll reconvene in probably October once the school year gets underway. And I think a lot of the conversation, the parent who brought up the kindergarten community build, I think that conversation is kind of good to have that group involved in that.
Okay, great. Next up is our co-director report.
So we are underway with all of our summer preparations. All of our open positions are hired. All of our new teachers are, sent in their themes so that their rooms can be prepped and decorated when they get here. All of our returning teachers have done the same thing. We're also getting the staff, we're refreshing their laptops this year because it's been a while since we've done that. And so we'll trade those in for credit towards new ones. And then we will, I think we're finishing up our registration review, which is the earliest we've ever been able to review all of our registration forms for new students. We have 158 kids on our wait list for kindergarten, 61 for first grade, 31 for second grade, 31 for third grade, 27 for fourth grade, and 28 for fifth grade. And so we're getting to know the families of new students, and they will come to our meet the teacher event during that first week of August. And then we start school on August 6th.
Could you run past the wait list numbers?
Yeah.
158
for K, first is 61, second is 31, third is 31, fourth is 27,
Hold on. Third,
31,
30, how many for third grade?
31,
Third grade and 31 for second grade?
27 for fourth.
So fourth grade. I think it's important to have that on our minutes so that parents can see that, there's it's a long way.
Yeah,
Okay, so 27th, fourth grade.
28 for fifth.
Okay.
Yeah, and we didn't have any open spots for new students in fourth or fifth grades. So our new students are all
No
one, two,
open spots for
for fourth or fifth. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and the end of the year data wise ended pretty well. We don't have our non-state reviewed NMASA results yet. I hoped we would have them because we did finish the testing before the early deadline, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. So we should get those at the end of next week or the week after. But overall, our iStation results, our kindergarten students, 78% of them, oh no, that's the wrong one. I'm not sure where that. Oh, this is the demographic one. But everybody overall either grew a ton or ended at or above grade level, which is awesome. Try to find. So for our NWEA math, for example, 83% of our students are proficient or advanced in the math assessment, and in ELA, and then 84 in math. On iStation, 81% of our students are proficient or advanced, so level 4 or 5 in ELA, and that was up from 67 in August. Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, and then math, we were 73% of our students were proficient or advanced in August, and we ended the year at 90% proficient. So, yeah, and it was, so people have been working hard, kids and teachers. We had every single kid at level 4 or 5 in first grade math.
First graders are always so amazing.
Yeah, they just, they rocked math, and the ELA was equally as impressive. Like, they made some really good growth in that second half of the year too, for sure. So we're excited to see how that translates to the state assessment results. We'll see. And then 2 of our teachers just participated on a math panel for the Charter Schools Division conference. We did that on Tuesday, which was nice for them to feel included in that and share what they've been doing. So yeah, all pretty pleased. So we'll see how it ends up shaking out. I don't know. But we'll never know.
How was attendance toward the end of the year?
Attendance toward the year is always a little dicey. We ended the year with 95.9% attendance. So yeah, we had 9 students who were chronically absent, chronically absent, which means they missed 18 or more days over the school
Through
year.
the school year?
Yeah, and 2 or 3 of those were because they went on extended trips for weddings or something like that, or they were very sick, something like that. So we did not have anybody that was chronically absent that we didn't know what was going on. So.
All right, great. Any more questions for Megan before we move into closed session? All right, great. So we are going to move into closed session.
One question was, did you want to tell us how many students are enrolled?
Oh, yeah, good. So we ended the year with 261. We are on track for 270. Just do it. Good question. Okay, I'm gonna stop the live stream and we'll come back after.
Great. I'm gonna actually, Megan, I'm gonna make a motion to move into closed session. Is there a motion to move into closed session? A motion. I'll second. Great.
Shut, I need to list that.